You wake up one morning and realize you've been moving, but you're not sure where to. Days blur together. You do what you're supposed to do, wake up, go to work, go to class, text a few people back, scroll a little, sleep, repeat. And somewhere in between, a quiet thought appears. What am I even doing with my life? You're not lazy. You're not ungrateful. You just feel misplaced. Like everyone else is running towards something clear. And you're wandering through fog. You start to wonder if you missed your chance. If everyone else already figured out who they are. While you're still waiting to feel like someone. But you're not behind. You're just in the in-between. The space between who you were and who you're becoming. And though it feels uncertain, it's one of the most honest places you can be. From a psychological view, this feeling isn't failure. It's your mind asking for meaning. Humans are wired for direction. The brain craves purpose the same way the body craves air. When it doesn't have one, it sends a signal. It feels like restlessness, anxiety, confusion, but underneath, it's a request. Help me find something that matters. Dopamine, the brain's motivation chemical, doesn't just reward success, it rewards progress. When you feel like you're moving towards something, even small things, your brain releases hope. But when you feel stuck, that system goes quiet. And suddenly, everything feels heavier than it should. So you scroll, you compare, you panic. Because you mistake someone else's direction for your own. But comparison is the enemy of clarity. You can't find your purpose if you're busy measuring someone else's. Most people talk about finding your purpose, like it's a hidden destination. But purpose isn't a place, it's a process. It's not something you find one day. It's something you build piece by piece. It starts in small moments. The way certain ideas make your heart race. The conversations that make you forget to check your phone. The hobbies that make time disappear. These moments are clues. Quiet directions from your mind saying, "More of this, please." Psychologists describe purpose as a mix of three things. Meaning, direction, and connection. Meaning is why you care. Direction is how you act on it. Connection is who you share it with. When you feel lost, one of these has usually gone missing. Maybe you've lost meaning because what you're doing doesn't feel aligned. Maybe you've lost direction because you don't know the next step. Or maybe you've lost connection because you've been trying to figure it all out alone. The solution isn't to find everything at once. It's to rebuild one piece at a time. Start with meaning. Ask yourself, what matters to me right now? Not what looks good. Not what others expect. What genuinely stirs something inside me. It could be simple. Maybe it's art. Maybe it's understanding people. Maybe it's creating something that didn't exist before. Maybe it's just wanting to make life feel a little lighter for someone else. Don't judge the scale of it. Meaning doesn't care about scale. It cares about sincerity. Small things done with care often matter more than big things done for show. Then, focus on direction. Purpose grows through movement, not thought. You can't think your way into clarity. You have to act your way into it. Take small steps. Try something. Learn something. Build something. Most people wait to feel ready. But readiness is something you earn after you begin. Each small action teaches you something about yourself. What you value, what you fear, what you're drawn to. Even mistakes become maps, pointing you closer to what feels right. Purpose doesn't demand perfection. It just asks for participation. And finally, connection. We're social beings, our brains are wired for belonging. Meaning deepens when it's shared. Talk to people who care about similar things. Join spaces that remind you of who you want to be. Isolation makes the search for purpose harder. Because purpose thrives in reflection, in hearing your own thoughts bounce off another soul. Connection doesn't mean crowds. It can be one conversation, one person, one moment of genuine understanding. Purpose also doesn't always feel thrilling. Sometimes it feels calm. Sometimes it's doing something kind or consistent, even when no one else notices. It's like watering a plant. It doesn't bloom right away, but each drop counts. Your purpose will take shape quietly in the background, while you're busy being present. There's something else psychology teaches us. Identity and purpose are intertwined. The more you understand yourself, the easier it is to find meaning. But that requires honesty. You can't find purpose if you're still pretending to be someone you're not. You can't build meaning on a foundation of performance. So take the mask off. Stop chasing what looks successful. Ask what feels truthful instead. The more authentic you become, the more your purpose aligns itself naturally. Sometimes the best thing you can do is not chase purpose at all. Give it space to find you. Rest, explore, observe. Purpose often appears when you stop forcing it. In psychology, this process is called incubation, when your subconscious keeps working quietly, while your conscious mind rests. Clarity doesn't come from control. It comes from surrender. You can't rush growth. You can only create the right conditions for it. It's okay if your purpose changes. In fact, it's supposed to. Who you are today will not be who you are 10 years from now. And that's not a crisis. That's evolution. Every stage of your life will have its own meaning. Each version of you deserves its own direction. So when you lose your old purpose, don't see it as failure. See it as expansion. You've simply grown too big for the story you used to live in. Purpose isn't a single, grand revelation. It's a conversation you have with life, over and over again. And the more you listen, the clearer the voice becomes. It speaks in patterns, in joy, in peace, in curiosity. It's the quiet feeling you get when something clicks, and for a brief moment, you feel like you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So if you feel lost right now, breathe. You're not late. You're not broken. You're just learning how to listen again. The world rushes people into purpose, like it's a race to the finish line. But the truth is, you find your purpose by slowing down, by noticing what already gives your life meaning. Your purpose isn't waiting at the end of the road. It's growing in the steps you're taking right now. And one day, when you look back, you'll see that you were never wandering aimlessly. You were learning the shape of yourself, and your purpose was forming quietly. The entire time,